And we're back. Max, what up? Wheels, what's up? Dom, what's up? Alberto, CJ, Alicia, Riley, Giru. So yeah, that was very strange. If the live stream isn't crashing, we're having like some sort of difficulties. So yeah, I do apologize if you ever get, a lot of notifications from me, but the live streams do crash. Well, thanks, Alberto. Alberto is one of the earliest viewers of our live stream. So Alberto has been watching this live stream, I think, longer than anyone else here. I do control the polls, though. That was me writing the polls. Well, thank you for the like. We are 6 likes away from double digits. I don't think it was that confusing because I wasn't trying to actually make a poll. I was just trying to communicate. So I can't write in the chat. I wish I could. I can only write in the chat if I live stream off computer. So we're only going to play one more round of games. So Owen, are you there? Max, are you there? Yo, Jiru, peace. Thank you for hanging out. So KVR, sorry, but this is the last game. I kind of want to be done with the game. So it seems like we're going to stop. So how about we play tomorrow more Connect 4, and we'll just stop playing right now. I do remember you. We were hanging out yesterday, and you played really well. I did see your post about pickle juice. Yes, today was the very first snowfall in my area this year. So yes, I did see the pickle juice post. And just because I don't heart a comment, and just because I don't comment on the video or a post, doesn't mean I didn't see it. So I definitely did see basically everyone's posts, but I don't always like everyone's post. I did lots of shoveling today. Not for my work though. Shoveled basically just a driveway. So let me just boil some more water. I'll make another cup of tea. We'll hang out for a little longer, and then we'll call it a night. So I'll be back in maybe 4 seconds. Today, in person, no. So Max, I do apologize, but we did have to end the game. Owen, I don't think is here, and he was your opponent. I'm not saving for Miley Cyrus, but someone did ask my celebrity crush. So I do like to give actual answers instead of saying I just don't know. So I was asked celebrity crush, and I did mention Miley Cyrus. So we can always do a Q&A if anyone has any questions. And that was one of the questions. So I don't really know how to answer that one because as soon as I pick one, I hurt someone else's feelings. The Ball family, that is a great question. My cartoon crush? That is a little creepy, but I would like to answer it, I guess. So I think you answered that question without me giving an answer. Probably some improvements with like lifting weights, I guess, and basketball. Always try to get a little better at basketball. Always try to get stronger in the gym. Not really Betty Boop. That is a weird one though. Like really weird. I don't know. It's just a little too weird for me to answer. So I have thought of Lola Bunny, but I think Lola Bunny only exists in Space Jam and nowhere else. So what about Wilma Flintstone? How's that for an answer? I mean, the weirder the question, the weirder the answer. So if you ask me a weird question, I'm going to give you a weird answer. Insect crush? That's definitely a weird question. Insect crush? I'm not sure how to even answer that. Ladybug is a great choice. I don't know. That's a weird one. I don't know. Maybe just a bee? Like a queen bee, you know? So I'd rather have wasabi on Cheez-Its. Yes. So the only time I'll ever eat wasabi is on sushi. So I should really get some sushi to eat on live stream. And then we'll put my chopstick skills to the test. Because it's weird with chopsticks. You can like forget how to use them, but you can like remember and learn again. So I probably haven't used chopsticks in like, it's got to be at least 3 years. I can get some miso soup. And I should get like at least 3 different type of sushi rolls. Get a tuna, spicy tuna. I do like eel, and then maybe like yellowtail rolls. You can have a crush on a color. The thing is, my favorite color is blue, so I wouldn't have a crush on blue, right? Because why would you have a crush on your favorite color, right? How does that work? So that's a good answer. Probably pink, I guess. Pink or purple. Yo, Ball family, your crying emoji is wearing a crown. That's pretty cool. Crying crown emoji. I was having trouble boiling the water. Electric stoves. Ace, what up? Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but I put the wrong burner on. That's why I was kind of looking over. I was like, why is it taking so long? Yes, wheels. So we got to play around with the filters. I don't have much in my photos. So I really don't know if we can get a scenic background, to tell you the truth. Is this a good enough background? It's like I'm in a gym right now. And this is a score to one of my games. Yeah, so like we're on the basketball court, see? Not too bad. Yo, what up? I do remember. So the water is boiling. Let's just, you don't really need to boil the water completely to have tea, so. And this time we won't put the orange in the tea. So I do enjoy this background. You know, like we're outside right now. So what about we just don't have a green screen? So I may have some sort of, I don't know, maybe I have some sort of cookies. These comments are really making me laugh. I Can't Know really wants to see my wedding photo. Yeah. Is there another way to do tea? So I'm probably going to drink it just with some sugar. I do sometimes like to put milk, but I don't have any milk right now. That was when we did the collab. So you always got to be worrisome of what you put on the internet, because the internet is like forever. They are. It's pretty funny. That's kind of what YouTube has like become in a way. A bunch of people trying to set up other people together. But like I said, don't ever believe everything you see or read on the internet. Like, I'm not lying about things, but I could be lying about things. So it's very important to not really trust everyone completely, you know? No, they definitely. Quiet Nova is actually just making jokes. So whenever Quiet Nova hangs out, they say, "Can I start something?" And they love to start drama. So this isn't the right place or time, you know? You don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. So I do have some more funny photos of myself when I'm younger. I'm in a suit and I'm posing in different poses. So I would like to show that off eventually, because I do like being someone made fun of. Like the same way I Can Know changed their profile picture to me. So if you are looking at I Can Know profile picture, that is me. I will show them. I just don't know if I'm going to show them tonight. Maybe I could. I will not post it on the community because it's a little too, I don't know the right word. It's a little too extreme, I think. Are we back? So that was really strange. My entire cell phone turned off. I wonder if it overheated. So can you hear me? Are we back? All right. No, I really don't want to email you the photo. There won't be glare, I believe. It's weird. I don't want to send you an email of myself when I'm 7 years old. This is very strange. So yeah, I'm not really sure what happened. My entire phone turned off. Yes, I am working tomorrow. Trying to catch up to the chat. So I'm not really sure what else to do, except it should fix on its own, or fix itself on its own. So I'm still trying to figure out what happened. My entire cell phone turned off. That can't be a good thing. I can't promise, but yes. Yeah, it's very weird, Wheels. It's like sometimes things aren't just meant to be. Like it just wasn't meant to be in a weird way. So yes, an iPhone 17 sounds definitely like the move. I do have the 16. I have the basic model of the 16. I don't have the Pro. Really, Ace? I never heard about that. That definitely sounds like a possibility. But for it to turn off is kind of weird. So no one has to answer any questions they don't feel comfortable asking. And like I said, whenever someone does answer a question, you can't 100% believe it. For some reason, Ace, I don't believe you. So I can know, aka Dom. How about instead of asking people within the chat, how about you just comment on other random YouTubers and just tag me? Be like, this guy needs a wife. That is weird, but this is all weird. Yes, he's definitely better than Quiet Nova. Wheels, that is funny, but I don't want to like associate myself with any other famous person at the moment. Like it wouldn't be fair to Miley Cyrus, you know? Using their image and likeness without permission. She probably wouldn't care because she probably would never find out. Well, thank you to your great grandmother. She must have been a great person. That's incredible. It is navy blue. It is a Tommy Hilfiger beanie, I guess. I mean, it is a Tommy Hilfiger hat, but I don't know. Some people call it like skull caps or beanies, either or. So I'll probably stay on live for like, I don't know, maybe only like 10 more minutes, 15 minutes. Seems like my phone is overheating. I think that's why it turned itself off. Yo, whoa, what's up? Well, thank you. If your beanie has a flashlight, that might be like an electrician's hat. I will not talk in a British accent. uh, Ace, I've never actually had that happen, but I have experienced deja vu before. Deja vu is when something happens during your day that you feel like has happened before. The finger is still swollen, but it is doing better by the day. So it's much better than yesterday, and it'll be much better tomorrow, but it's still not 100%. I am not ignoring you. The thing is, if I say my type, it means that that's like the only type I have, but I don't have one type, so I can't really give a type. Yeah, it's still swollen. I can't really grip weights in the gym, so that's why I kind of been avoiding the gym. I'd rather not say. Uh, it's hard for me to really pick whether it's negative or positive. Mm, I don't. The thing is, I never went to the hospital, so I'm very stubborn when it comes to these things. I don't go to really doctors like ever. I know I should, but I just don't. Uh, so I probably do have some sort of first aid, but I'm not going to really do anything. I'm just going to let it heal on its own. Whether it takes 6 months or a year, it will heal. Of course I can. Everything is fine, but it is swollen. I think I had a photo when it happened. This was like so fat, and everything right here was all black and blued. Yo, Brad, what up? How's it going? It's all good. It's been multiple weeks, so I think it's been like 6 weeks since it happened. Thanks, Wheels. I wasn't quick enough, and then I kind of put it less. Yeah, it's been a while, but it's fine. So I'm not really sure why, but there are people that can beat the timeout. That is a good idea. I probably should bandage it, but it would affect me at work, so I'm kind of just letting it go. That wasn't the same person, but it was very strange. I don't know. But it's fine. It's definitely getting better. I, I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I just can't believe it. Absolutely a troll. Trolls are always hard at work. I don't really get it. So this channel has never been monetized. Yo, Abdullah, what up? Thank you. Has anyone ever seen this before? This person is really just continuing. A lot of effort. So I didn't see what happened exactly. So this is getting a little ridiculous. You can. But try not to say it anymore. So I'm probably going to have to end the live stream in a few minutes. Things are getting just a little out of hand. Yeah, things are getting strange and weird. So, unfortunately, we probably will have to end it. Yeah, very weird. Phone turning off, a bunch of trolls. All right, so I'll end the live stream in 2 minutes. Because for me, it is almost about midnight. It's a very strange night. Yes, I will be cooking more on live stream. I just don't know when exactly. Maybe on Tuesday? I have yet to cook breakfast on live stream. So maybe I'll do like a breakfast for dinner. Okay, we'll end the live stream in 1 minute. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your night. Get plenty of rest. And we'll be hanging out soon again. Peace.